Michelangelo Merisi da Caravaggio. The 16th century in Milan, Caravaggio's hometown and artistic training. Some few words about this protagonist of pre-Illuministic age. Caravaggio was born in Milan on September 29, 1571, into a prosperous family. However, tragedy struck early. The plague of 1576 to 1577 claimed. To escape the devastation, the family moved to their hometown of Caravaggio, where Michelangelo would take his famous name. His father's and several relatives' lives. As a young boy, Caravaggio began his artistic training in Milan under Simone Peterzano, a disciple of the great Venetian master, Titian. This apprenticeship laid the foundation for his later innovations in painting, particularly his masterful use of chiaroscuro, the dramatic contrast of light and shadow. Roman.
This painting, like many of Caravaggio's works, is rich in symbolism and reflects his intense and often dramatic personal experiences. But first, let's go back in time and see how this extraordinary artist arrived in Rome.
The post-Renaissance in Italy. In 1592, a young and ambitious Caravaggio arrived in Rome from Milan. He was alone, poor, and searching for a new life. Rome at that time was a dangerous and chaotic city, full of thieves, vagrants, and artists struggling to make a name for themselves. Caravaggio was far from being a sensitive soul. He was angry, hungry, and ready to do anything to succeed. Initially, however, his life was anything but easy. Without money or connections, he was forced to sell his paintings for a pittance on the streets, desperately trying to get noticed in a city already crowded with artists. What set Caravaggio apart from others was his unique and bold style. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Caravaggio did not idealize the subjects of his works. Instead, he sought reality in the faces of ordinary people he encountered on the streets of Rome: beggars, prostitutes, gamblers. He turned them into the protagonists of his religious and mythological scenes, making his paintings incredibly realistic and deeply human. This innovative approach caught the attention of Cardinal Francesco Maria del Monte, who became his patron. Thanks to this support, Caravaggio began receiving important commissions, leading to his rise to fame. One of Caravaggio's most enigmatic paintings is Boy Bitten by a Lizard. In this painting, we see a young boy in a moment of pain and surprise as a lizard bites his finger. But what does this scene really mean? The boy represents Bacchus, the Roman god of wine and pleasure, often depicted as an effeminate youth. The lizard symbolizes temptation and the fragility of earthly pleasures, while the wilted flower and the reflection in the glass vase suggest the brevity of life. Caravaggio uses these symbols to remind us that all that is beautiful and pleasurable is destined to fade quickly, just like youth. Caravaggio's life was as dramatic as his artworks. He was known for his violent temper and frequent involvement in fights and controversies. In 1606, everything reached a breaking point when Caravaggio killed a man during a dispute. Forced to flee Rome, he began a life of exile, continuing to paint masterpieces while trying to escape justice. Boy Bitten by a Lizard is not only a warning about the dangers of temptation but also a reminder of the transience of fortune and power. The decadent Rome that surrounded him served as a backdrop to a universal message: if you're not careful, even the greatest empires can collapse. The story of Caravaggio is a powerful example of how art and life can intertwine inextricably. Through his paintings, he left a legacy that continues to speak to us centuries after his death. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more art history videos. See you next time. See you soon again.